There was a time when the Microsoft Kinect was selling like crazy. That time is not now. There was a time when the Microsoft Kinect was going to be bundled in with every single Xbox One. That time is not now. There was a time when the Microsoft Kinect was in production. That time is not now.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Another obituary.
I was going to do the old no! I'm just...
But we're not that sad.
That time is not now. The Kinect is dead. I know that's not the opening line of some video essay about why Microsoft's top peripheral is on the wane. It's an actual fact. It's officially dead. Yes, Microsoft has officially called time on the production of the Kinect sensor, according to website co.design. The device is listed out of stock on the Microsoft Store, but some shops still have units available if you want to pick one up before it's consigned to the history books. Once that stock's gone, Microsoft won't be supplying anymore. That's it. Game over. Co-Design says the news was confirmed to them by Microsoft in an exclusive interview with Kinect creator Alex Kipman and Xbox marketing guy Matthew Lapson.
The Kinect camera was originally built for the Xbox 360 last generation, and it worked by mapping out a room and track the movements of its users. Microsoft's ill-judged attempt to bundle in a more advanced version with every single Xbox One was a big part of what held the Xbox back this generation. That decision was obviously quickly reversed after some enormous fan backlash and concerns over the way Microsoft planned to tie it so closely to the Xbox One operating system. Voice controls, hand gestures, and all that bollocks were what Microsoft thought we wanted. What they got in reply was a big, loud, no thank you. But let's not forget the Kinect did become the fastest selling consumer electronics device ever made when it launched in 2010. It was the subject of a $500 million marketing campaign, and it's gone on to sell 35 million units. There was also plenty of praise for the way Microsoft was trying to push the envelope and make the human interface with a machine a bit more sophisticated than just simple button presses.
One of its biggest problems though was always that software support was pretty lacking. There just wasn't enough good games. I mean, I challenge you to name one Kinect game that is memorable, not because it features a dancing Han Solo. The writing was on the wall for the Kinect for a while, so the fact Microsoft now has officially pulled the plug might not be a huge surprise. The first indication we got was the company's decision not to offer a free Kinect adapter with the Xbox One X. The Kinect has been a major casualty in Microsoft's effort to claw back ground on the PS4, aiming for enthusiast gamers with more traditional console gaming. The super powerful Xbox One X is evidently the kind of hardware Microsoft think they need to make at the moment. Raw power with appeal to traditional gamers. And even though the Kinect product may be gone, the actual tech and the sensor itself very much lives on in things like the Microsoft Augmented Reality HoloLens.
Xbox, go home.
So just to round this off, there's still going to be some kind of software support and whatnot for the Kinect going forward. There's still going to be some stuff going on, but it's unclear what's going to happen to the developer tools, if Microsoft is still going to be giving out the developer tools for people to actually make games for the Kinect and whatnot. You know, those three companies that are doing it or whatever. It's still going to be usable, you're still going to be able to use your Kinect, it's still going to have functionality, you're still going to play games on it, but it's pretty much, you know, it's dead in the water now for any production in the future of new games.
I wasn't aware how popular they were. 35 million units sold. I had one. Did you have one?
No, I didn't. No,
oh, right. That's surprising. But they were bundled with the Xbox 360, if I'm right.
Yeah, there were options, and that's the key thing, innit? It was purely optional. Like, you could get it if you wanted it, not like in the early Xbox One.
But they forced it.
Well, that was the idea. Like, you have to have this thing. No thanks.
It was one of the main reasons why the Xbox One was so expensive to begin with, and a lot of people, there was pushback on that, obviously. It started out in 2010. It seemed like somebody had a bright idea in a boardroom somewhere. They were adamant that this is what everybody wanted, right? This multimedia device that you can just talk to. It's a good idea in principle, but trying to force that, spending $500 million on marketing to try and force people into getting their hardware like that, it's a bit overkill if you ask me. Not everybody wants that kind of experience. A lot of people just want to play games. Did they think about that? I don't think so. And then 7 years later, they decide, pull the plug now. It's like our grand scheme, our grand ambition is down the pan. It's just one of those like ideas that they thought was good in principle, but nobody connected with.
I mean,
that was for free.
That was a good one.
You weren't expecting that, were you? You were halfway.
When was that in the chamber? When did you load that one?
Oh, that was in your first.
As soon as we sat down. Jesus. That is an important point. I mean, the fact that they thought this was going to be a good idea, they were kind of right in a sense because of things like Siri and Alexa, you know, more recently, like they are popular just shouting at a machine to get it to do stuff. Some people like to do that, it seems, and they were kind of right about that. But yeah, crucially, what this was a boardroom trying to push this vision onto you when, you know, everyone was saying, no, just let me play some games. Like, this isn't, you know, I don't have a vision. I just want to play games, please. And so they were just kind of thinking they could predict and make us like something that you know we just didn't want. They weren't following trends, they were trying to set trends.
I mean, it was a camera that was always on in your front room.
Yeah.
Like, who knows what it would be spying on you doing? Like,
yeah.
I get up to things in my front room that I don't want people seeing.
Yeah.
I get up to things in my front room that I don't want people seeing, and if that camera's always on, can you trust people not to be like spying on you? I wouldn't trust them.
Quite hard to follow that with any kind of.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
It's the end of the video, if you ask me. So were you one of the 35 million Kinect owners? What do you think of the device? What do you think of this news that it's closing down production now? Let us know down in the comments. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this every day. There's another video right there which you can watch right now, and of course the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. See you next time.